Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and in this section, we'll be covering the anatomy of an Azure role. So it's important to know that the property names in an Azure role definition can vary depending on whether you're using Azure PowerShell or Azure CLI. The two different interfaces use different syntax and terminology. We have an example here on the right, and we'll go through the properties together. A role definition in Azure consists of these properties. Name. This is the display name of the custom role. Also, note that the ones highlighted in blue is the syntax for Azure PowerShell, and bold black is for Azure CLI. So it's named for Azure PowerShell, and role name is for Azure CLI. The next property is ID. This is the unique ID of the custom role, and it is auto-generated for you. It is custom. This indicates whether this is a custom role. It can be either true or false. Description. This property describes the role. Actions. This is an array of strings that specify the management operations that the role is allowed to perform. Not actions. An array of strings that specify the management operations that are excluded from the allowed actions. Data actions. This is an array of strings that specify data operations the role is allowed to perform to your data within that object. Not data actions. This is an array of strings that specify the data operations that are excluded from the allowed data actions. Assignable scopes. This is an array of strings that specify the scopes that the custom role is available for assignment. You can only define one management group in assignable scopes of a custom role. So in this example, we see that there is an asterisk symbol that's used in the specific actions in the actions property, like storage, network, compute, etc. This is called the wildcard permission symbol, represented as an asterisk. This is used in the actions, not actions, data actions, and not data actions properties to represent all or any operations. And wildcard allows you to apply to match everything. In the example of actions, Microsoft.storage/*read in a role definition, this means that the role is granted the permission to perform read operations on all resource types under the Microsoft storage resource provider. So the wildcard essentially allows you to either grant or deny a wide range of permissions with a single statement. However, it should be used with caution because it can grant or deny more permissions than intended if not properly managed.